October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No. 4.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Masks Are to Mask glossy I bought.
You bought this? Where?
On the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Mask Star to Mask publicity photo stuck in the court record. Wait, can we look at that?
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Is his symbol right?
It's not like black and white, but I think so, maybe.
I mean, it needs like the duality. It needs to be like dark on half, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the soul cat, he's got the cloak. I'm not seeing the white roses.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
Yeah, I did, but doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me.
He's at it again.
I sent this calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it.
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime.
Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you, yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please.
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Tessie, honey, bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this.
Give it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
Well, you see, actually,
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you excuse me, I've got some errands that I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
damn.
Be honest, I don't know whether Ron is Mask Star to Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree.
October 13, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom No. 6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to...
What a stupid question.
What did you say?
Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
Oh, no, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
He's the one that Detective Adme was talking about.
Some sexy jazz.
Hell yeah.
Ah, yes, your reputation precedes you. Hey, I had a title once, I believe, in that last case that is escaping me. The Judgy the Innocent or something. The Righteous, the Correct, the Genie, Judgini, the Great Judgini. That's it.
That was it.
Yes, I am the Great Judgini. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
None.
What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Never, but you said that you've never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods began their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law.
Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
Oh!
This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal?
So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Huh?
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Oh, it's Edgeworth. It's Edgeworth with a mask.
And his tan. And a beard.
Well, Prosecutor Gobo.
It's not Gobo, it's Godo, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link?
I've heard that one before.
I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Thanks.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo!
My name is, No one is asking for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir.
All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the herb.
Yes, sir. All right. Master of the Mask's crimes. Master of the Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree about 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent the card to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Masked Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this masked starter mask is... Mr. Godot! What are you? No better way to start your morning than with Folgers in your cup. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
Very well. It's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do is show that it wasn't Masked Mask who stole the urn.
All right, we got some crimes. I actually think I might see the objection.
Yeah, I sent a card. Yes, bad and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Press this.
Yeah.
All right, let's
yeah.
press it first.
Yeah, let's have it press it.
Art pieces. Like what, for example?
His first target was the famous Tear of Amenon.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir, it's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to its museum.
And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
No, Mr. Delight doesn't look like the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
Do we have... What's our evidence list?
Okay, yeah. So we got this, which is the very pretty I am art.
Mm-hmm.
The golden
gold
statue, which seems like actually like a good piece of art, right? You know, or valuable.
Yep.
It has no monetary value. Yeah.
Okay.
We can't show this yet.
Oh, we didn't
Oh,
read
I
this.
will become to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Corain exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn. Oh.
Not even okay, well. Well, that's interesting.
He took out a box that looks a little too small to be an urn, but you never know.
Just looking blackmail.
Blackmail letter, that's
Not
important.
relevant.
Bronze wallet, yeah. Publicity photo.
Okay. Yeah, I think we just straight up. I think we just ship it on.
Yeah.
Because this shit ain't
The
precious.
Can I ask you a little something, Detective Dick?
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. Also the dick part.
Yeah. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, pal.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
Shut up! No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said that they wow. The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
So in other words, it was not the kind of item Mask Star to Mask would normally go after.
Aw.
Oh wow, that makes a lot of sense.
it
This
seems
spiky
cool to
hair
me.
boy spinning. If I understand correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask Star to Mask. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument it made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Star to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Mask Star to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask Star to Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake Mask Star to Mask?
Fake Star to Mask? Sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lorley Taylor at that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Can we look at the picture of him walking out with a crate?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so
He's a smiley guy.
smiley guy in the hat. He's a smiley guy in the face. He's got the little box.
Oh, wait,
look at the paint.
uh,
The paint on the ground also is gonna be relevant. It's got like that shape that we're missing, right?
His
Wait,
his
wait,
neck
wait,
thing.
wait, 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 wait. Oh yeah, also yeah, the neck thing. But go first.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me go back.
Yeah, it's not matching the promotional art at all. I mean, like that's just different.
Yeah.
But okay, the box that had the urn in it that Maya made was covered in paint.
Yeah.
So why is that box that he's carrying out not covered in paint? That's gonna be relevant later. That's all I'm saying.
It is a different box. That is true.
But that's not the question at hand
Yeah.
right now.
You're right.
Why do we know he's a fake?
I think it's the different costume, right?
Yeah. So, I guess we present the other photo.
Yeah, because he definitely has
Other
that. He's
than-
missing that big old neck thing.
Yeah.
guess let's present this. Unless, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think
worst
that
case we just die.
Yeah.
The proof is right here, in the pudding. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Ha. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use the mouse and show us what this... Oh, about this thing is peculiar.
The neck. Get his neck.
Get him.
Take that. It's right here, of course. You mean mask star to mask? I here have a piece of reference that I'd like the court to look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on the mask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
Does he ride a horse to work?
A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp! I see now.
How about the mask in the security camera photo? Ah! He has no brooch.
That brooch is the exact same emblem on the mask calling card and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into the lordly tailor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask star to mask is a fake.
Oh, I've been fooled again.
Yeah, wow,
Oh my gosh, wow. This spiky hair guy, but not the other spiky hair guy, is really good. Order! It's true, undeniably true, not guilty. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I, Hey now. You're gonna have a
Rockstar.
pity party invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha! The brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? Ah!
That's Master to Mask's brooch. Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why did you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy's one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rondolight's fingerprints. What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Oh my gosh, wow, he's definitely guilty. Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Mass brooch added to the court record.
Ah, you mess with Godot, and you get burned.
He's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Oh, you're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring in the next witness into the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
Ah, 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
Silence! Now I see. It is all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvaj. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, and a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Oh, well, yes, that's right.
Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look At Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. And you have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 detective gumshoes. A detective gumshoe is worth anything, that is.
Damn.
Oh. He's not. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Time witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous masked star, the mask dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Oldtimer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great masked star, the mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
All right. Okay.
What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's when this is important question. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak upon me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby W Ace Dunce.
Got him. Okay.
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened, right? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, and it's all I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. His third one?
Yeah, hold up.
It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then, let's continue with the testimony.
All right. Seems important too. Doctor followed me.
Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Mr. Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I won a court case?
You lost your memory too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory is because I have more brains to begin with. They have brains, but the wiring to self-reflection part seems to have been severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then...
Later. That's fine. Okay, so it's what do we have here? So we're thinking it's these three, I think.
Well, hold on. Can we press the last one, though?
Sure.
Why did he wait 30 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
It could be 30 minutes from being struck, but he said that he woke up, right?
Yeah.
About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying.
I think he's saying he was out cold. So, what happened during those 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished to the ether. What is he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says that he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
Oh, the button being ripped off. The real question is,
Oh, duh.
why would he tell such an obvious lie?
Duh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. On this one. Yep.
Yeah, present. Stupid. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with your special monocle of yours? Ah, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Master the Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master the Mask brooch. It was found on the floor at the basement warehouse. Wonder how that happened. Ah, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Aha! I've been that before. Can only deduce that the thief struggled with somebody that night. It's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have struggled with the guy. That only person was the only security guard on night. You, Detective Atme.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a fight.
Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why'd you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness giving false testimony is a serious crime.
Is it?
No. Wait a moment, sir. Time out. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
Finally, he says something about it.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
You can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Actually,
Witness! So are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me.
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely.
Alright.
Fight with the thief. Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam! And that's all she wrote.
What?
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Star to Mask? Correct. It was during the third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused as to which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Fight with the thief.
How you feeling about any of these?
Let's start with this one.
Alright, yeah. Looked away. Why?
So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I'd prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had checked the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? About the sensor.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places the basement could exit from.
Okay.
The air conditioning ducts, sewer pipes, and the cat door as well. I hooked up hard detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each one of them. So, a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor department store was quite enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, could he? Has that cleared up any doubts about you, about me, Sir Lawyer?
I don't care about this one, but
yeah, I don't either.
I think of this one.
Yeah. What do you
hold
hit you
up.
with? What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the shit show. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? Yeah, person.
Yeah,
She
what
was
about your
pressable.
fist, man?
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was in the second in charge of the boxing club.
Oh,
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Store the Mask. That's a real piece of work.
is that all she wrote?
Yeah, when would you have grabbed the thing? Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Powericious?
Sure.
I assumed the work of the Atomy fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Can I ask more about this? You were blinded?
Yeah.
So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light. It seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Or Buddha.
Well, it wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick?
There's one thing that I'm actually sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke at me guy. He's definitely hiding something.
Well, why?
I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. About the true nature of this detective.
I guess we can ask about his fighting style.
Yeah.
Oh, not present. Press. What's going on?
A little more about what happened. Victory, fighting, I took dropped into the stance. You
Fighting style.
at me fighting. What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say more. That's what he was hiding.
Yeah, so nothing. All right.
But I
Oh.
suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it?
Awesome.
That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Why does this?
Okay,
Huh?
if his back's to the wall, how did he get knocked out from behind? You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Or
you're
what
right.
wall? What wall?
Wait,
Also,
wait,
what
you're right.
wall?
Oh, you're right. The
Of
fuck?
course it's important. We've learned the detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember that if I ever have to walk alone late at night.
Oh, okay.
The heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Phoenix is gonna jump him in the streets.
Better than jumping him in the sheets, am I right? Now then, witness! We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
My back to the wall to fight, but a thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have whimmed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with the gruesome item there. From behind, huh? Dude, he came from the wall.
It's impressive.
But now you just testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh, it seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Ugh. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How's that? That's wrong.
Objection.
Oh, no, slam, damn it.
To err is to human, to forgive it divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Damn it. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that...
Whoa, okay. Well, only one of these helps us.
Yeah. Mask start a mask.
Oh, yeah.
The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask Start a Mask. Yarg! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Well, there are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says that he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up the clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at the... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Start a Mask. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Start a Mask. Yeah, wait, how does his nose fit under there?
Not possible.
This security camera belongs to Lordly the Taylor's department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Ah.
Oh, Jesus.
Masquerade is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance.
Yeah, time to put the nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assume the thief's
Objection.
identity... I've been caked. I want that image.
Go to blend number 102, my personal favorite.
Mr. Godot!
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and
I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite, if this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see the decisive proof you have, quickly. Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. What's the big rush?
Are you alright, Nick?
Oh. Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Well, the decisive evidence that proved Mr. Luke Atme is in fact masked art a mask. All right, let's check the court record.
Yeah.
Hard check the court record.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom really fast again, I'm sorry. But you can read.
I literally can't. I'm gonna guzzle some water. Okay, realistically, if we look at the evidence from a bird's eye view, we need to take a look at that blackmail again whenever we get there. But we've got the original picture, which is the advertisement, right? We've got the calling card. We've got the log. Now, there's only one person detected on the log. So how did he get into the door is one of the questions. You know, when the computer camera got set up. How did the sword get bent? Did he, like, bend it over himself? You know? There's the picture from the security camera. The blackmail photo. We've got the wallet. And we've got, the key card from the CEO's office of the other guy. And we've got, the brooch. Again, the sword being bent to the brooch is, like, pretty concerning. I don't think we have anything that distinctly ties him directly to being the criminal. I mean, he did know about the calling card, which is top secret information. Maybe that's the best angle we've got. Could realistically be anything.
Bro, I am pissing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or pissing. Okay.
Just do it in your pants like a real man.
Oh, I should get a diaper.
The best I've got is Damask calling card. If it's top secret information, then why does he know about it? But it's not decisive. Blackmail letter? What does the blackmail letter say, by the way? Probably not relevant.
Not relevant.
Wait. Read it again. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead.
Oh.
Interesting.
Let's...
I don't know how the shit-shitto got bent. You know, otherwise...
Yeah.
And the brooch got ripped off, so, like, I think we actually distinctly lack evidence.
Yep. I'm with you.
Proof! Of course I've got nothing.
Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
Bad ending. Oh. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
Sir, you've come to your senses, have you, Monsieur Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted.
Okay.
Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then...
Mystery, hold it.
Pearly.
Oh, sure.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Hello. Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's...
The sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn.
That's a nice
Am
urn.
I? Order! You... Madame! That urn is... Where did you find it?
you'll never believe it. I was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atney.
Oh, Desi, you're the best.
Sacred urn updated in the court record.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atney?
Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection. Ha. Pathetic.
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
How old is this guy? Can you check the court record? Is he in there? Oh, no.
Okay.
You're still denying that Mr. Atney is involved?
Before casting aspirations at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes. What about it?
Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the good detective here.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. She's a fucking scumbag.
So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency. Testify about what you saw? Because we saw that bag in...
We saw the bag in there.
I mean, I guess it's...
Yeah.
we can be like, I saw it.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on. It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
Right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too.
Oh, yeah, he touched it.
Yeah, it must have been the urn. It must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes.
Huh?
Atme walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was.
Ah, you're right.
Ha! Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Sounds like it would have been a good fingerprint moment, you know? Nicky boy. Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. But maybe I can still testify about it from another angle.
What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency.
Yeah, okay, fine. Alright.
I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going
He's
to do now?
convinced me entirely. I am but a sheep, leading men.
Oh, that's
I've come
true.
too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on that urn. Phoenix Wright, ace detective. Taking his job. So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atney, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open up his stuff and touch it.
It'd be such a
Like my
funny
fingers?
stupid pooped. This is
I'm gonna
big.
put my fingers in his bag, I think.
Touch it.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna touch it. Like we're touching it. Look, oh, it's my little fingers. I'm touching it all open. It's like smooth. I can tell that. But oh my gosh, I'm a guy.
That's what he said.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atney's office.
Objection! Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
Thanks, Adrian Andrews. It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
Thought maybe I can make it look more valuable.
Too bad she's a failure. If she polished it that much, then it must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And that the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atney Detective Agency.
Ha! This blend, go to blend 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all.
Wow. That's a real tragedy about that guy's coffee. Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask the Mask Star. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. I'm the Joker, baby. Well, Mr. Godot, what is Mr. Atney's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I just wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
I think you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Hold it. Hold it! You're wrong. I'm wrong, I tell you. Not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what a kangaroo court you all think this is, but... the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge.
What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot I was him for a second. But I'm him.
You're really a man, and clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are mask, start a mask. Improve it. That's what it means.
Wait, why is he wearing the costume? I just realized that.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy. It's because I'm Mask Starter Mask.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
Kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember this one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening.
Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession.
Ooh, Mask Starter Mask's identity. The truth is, I've been Mask Starter Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask Starter Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial is taken. This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway.
Ha. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godo, you're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask Starter Mask.
Damn,
Thank you so
he's
much,
good.
Mr. Godo. I'll do my best.
All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
I actually think I know exactly what the presentation here is.
Yeah, do you want to do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the alibi,
this
right?
one?
Next one.
Yep, here we go.
This is your wallet.
Yeah.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious! Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
Wow, what an upstanding
Wow,
citizen.
I got like wrecked. Well, so if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he was a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. Well, according to Larry, anyway.
Oh yeah, I've driven that fast, yeah.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godo. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Oh, look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist.
Isn't it there? He's really reaching it now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO office.
No.
Ah, that was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security. That's the blackmail,
Yeah, the blackmail,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
Oh, that's...
What is it? It's a blackmail letter. I'm blackmailing my client.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail.
Yeah, basically it says, bring 50 grand. That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Was it Larry?
No, 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 no!
Oh, he keeps
Wow.
chugging.
Order, order, order! So, when the thief left the urn occurred, when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Goto Blood number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say that the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
Huh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. I don't do a lot of independent thought in my day-to-day activities. You claim that the defendant enters the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Oh, no.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy.
Oh, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. This is the person that can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night. Somebody who desperately wants that guy's wife to be single. Who was this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. By just looking at his picture, it makes bile start to rise in my
Jesus.
throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember this case from 2 years ago.
Probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is the key card.
Yeah, that's a key card they used in the building work. Yeah, according to the serial number, and this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room every time you use the card, and it leaves a record. And it tells you exactly who entered that room and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this card's key data. Did he just spit? Well, Mr. Godot.
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Masked Starter Mask in this photo.
Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then,
Ron DeLight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Masked Starter Mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick.
that's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. But before that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Woo! Court is now adjourned. That seemed too easy.
October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No. 4.
Nick, you did it! We were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself.
Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? She's nobody. She's just, You're blushing! I didn't do it in front of Nick and Maya! Ow. Be ashamed of yourself. Ouch! She slapped me.
Hurley. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Mr. Nick! With a married woman! You even want that like that? Do I want the back of you, little clown? No, you've got it all wrong. I'm never gonna kill you! I wanna run on your red dress, spread it on the walls, and run it down the train track, then you can spread
Well,
it
anyway,
on the train
all's well that ends well, right?
You're not feeling it
Yep,
anymore.
we got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught.
You're so right. It's all thanks to Nicky boy here.
But actually, it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, please. You're embarrassing me. We won the case. And why does this guy still look so glum?
Oh, but I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on. Give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, am I right, amigo?
Mr. Godot, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th. You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out. What?
On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true.
But I am a thief, I tell you.
Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes. Our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is gonna happen next?
Great question.
Find out next time.